Hi everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I'm planning to travel to Bangalore for 2nd October. I'm going to be in Bangalore. So I wanted to get these podcasts recorded and done out of the way. So I'm going to record them in batch of 6 of them. So for the next 6 days or so, you're going to be looking at me pretty much the same. The content is different, but I am being honest. I'm pre-recording this. So if you're wondering why do I look the same or sound the same, because I've gone ahead and recorded this at a stretch to make sure I get something out to you guys, some food for thought every day as you get along with your day and you don't feel like you're missing out. So today, what did I want to talk about? Today I want to talk about Elon Musk. Yes, he's a very controversial character. Yes, there are people who love him and there are people who hate him. Some people who think he's a crackpot like my brother. Some people who think he's an amazing genius like some of my friends. So that's not what I want to talk about today. I'm not going to talk about Tesla. I'm not going to talk about electric vehicles. I'm going to talk about how Elon Musk became Elon Musk is because he had this habit of reading. And this is why reading is very important. Struggling to read many books can often be stem from a lack of time and energy, which you don't have. You may have a strong desire to acquire the knowledge and increase the productivity, but the goal seems always elusive. So what's Musk's advice? Emphasizing on the importance of continuous improvement, which can be applied to your reading habit. He says, he suggests actually, that to understand fundamental principles, it's crucial before you dive into these details that much like a tree trunk and the branches that come out of it, semantically like a tree trunk, the trunk being the main knowledge which you seek, and the branches are the deeper dives which you take into it. So to broaden your knowledge and explore related topics, first you must find a subject of interest. For example, if you enjoy reading science fiction as a book, which is what Musk did, he read a lot of science fiction books when he was very young, and then you will feel inspired to find out more about where the source of the science fiction is, pulling you into non-fiction and scientific related subjects. This approach helped Musk build the foundation of what he is today. Much of all what you see in Tesla and EV cars and Starlink and everything which you see comes from this dream which he had reading science fiction books. And he says this approach to knowledge is great, where you first pick a subject matter of interest, which is your main trunk. And from that, you start deep diving into different things. So how do you use this, for example, on investing? You might find first reading Intelligent Investor too much. So even find reading about Warren Buffett too much. So maybe you can pick, a simple book, something like a Mark Twain or, David Copperfield, which talks about money and talks about poverty. And from that, you feel inspired. Okay, I don't want my life to be like this, or I want to be like this. And then you start deep diving. Musk would extensively read from a very young age and extracted life lessons and knowledge from every book he encountered. He emphasized the importance of action that prolongs civilization and minimizes the chance of dark age with through reading and expanding knowledge. Adopting this mindset, he said, you can lead to accelerated learning and better decision making. For instance, yesterday when we spoke about David Coogan's determination, perseverance can motivate you to push past mental barriers and achieve more. So this is what he's talking about. In conclusion, what can we say? Yes, Musk is controversial. Yes, he has some ideas which are out there. Yes, but you can't deny the fact, the knowledge which he has, and that comes from reading. It comes from books. Be it in whichever political aisle you sit on. You may be on the right or you may be on the left. But if you want to nurture that and you want to feel more expansive in your area, it is through reading. And daily reading is a must. It can fluctuate the amount you put. The yields will be significant long term, like value investing. You don't have to invest the same amount every week or every month. It's a little bit you keep putting away. May vary every month or may vary every week, however you invest. But the long term yields from these investments is what gives you great returns. So as an investor, what do you get from adopting this Musk strategy? One is the power of knowledge. In the world of investing, knowledge is the potential tool, the most potent tool to understanding the fundamentals and the principles of various industries, markets, and financial instruments. It can only be done through understanding. But like Musk said, you cannot jump into something which you find very boring to start with. You might finance very boring, accounts very boring. So to motivate yourself and to get into it, that's where he says, use the tree trunk analogy. He says this way where you focus on first developing your interest as a main trunk, Then from that main interest, you dive into different subjects and different very branch off. So this is a great tool, and you can use this kind of a tool to diversify your knowledge base, improve your understanding of not only investing, finance, and anything related, but expand your world view and your world understanding. And as an investor, that's what you fundamentally have to do. You need to understand how the world works, how the world has done in the past, how the world looks like it's going to go into the future. And knowing all this, encompassing all this, is what makes you a great investor. It is not knowing it just a company's balance sheet or the numbers, as we all say you should do. You should read balance sheet, you should read balance sheet. We keep saying that, do your research, do your research. But a majority of this can only come from developing a keen understanding about how the world works and how the world is. By understanding that, you can become a great investor. Without that, you might be a mediocre investor at best. Even Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and all of these guys who are great investors, who have lots of money, and you look at them with admiration, including Elon Musk, you got to realize something. It is done through acquiring knowledge and by reading. So I wish you guys the best day today. So this must be a Thursday for you guys. Another day. Some of you probably have a holiday today because it's a festival day for different sects of our society. So if you have the day off, do enjoy your day and relax and rejuvenate and celebrate if it's something you're doing. If not, and you're at work, do have a productive day. One more day and we're at the weekend. And looks like we're going to have a long weekend with Gandhi Jayanti coming around. So thanks for watching this podcast today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.